You're driving down a deserted road, the only sound being the crunch of gravel beneath your tires, when suddenly, you see it, a ranch, secluded, ominous, and holding a dark secret that will change everything. You're standing in the midst of a vast, open landscape, the sky above a deep, foreboding gray. The ranch stretches out before you, a labyrinth of secrets and lies. It's here, in this desolate corner of South Texas, that a story of disappearance, deception, and ultimately, death, begins to unfold. A San Antonio man, full of life and promise, vanishes without a trace. His family, frantic with worry, launches a desperate search. But as the days turn into weeks, and the weeks into months, hope begins to dwindle. The question on everyone's mind is, what happened to him? The answer, much like the man himself, remains elusive, hidden behind a veil of mystery and terror. As you step into this world, the silence is deafening, the only sound the rustling of the wind through the barren trees, a haunting reminder that you're not alone, and that the truth is waiting, patiently, to be uncovered. You're walking through the ranch, the earthy scent of damp soil and decay filling your nostrils, when you come across something that makes your blood run cold. Human remains, hidden away, yet somehow, inevitably, found. The discovery sends shockwaves through the small community, a grim reminder that the worst fears are sometimes realized. As forensic scientists rush to the scene, the meticulous process of uncovering the truth begins. Each fragment of bone, each shred of clothing, tells a story of its own, a story of a life cut short, of dreams unfinished, and of a family left behind to pick up the pieces. The question now is, who was this person, and how did they end up here, in this desolate place, far from the warmth and love of their family? The answers, much like the body, are slowly, painstakingly, uncovered, revealing a tale of tragedy, of loss, and of the darkest aspects of human nature. You're sitting in a dimly lit room, the smell of stale coffee and worn leather filling the air, as detectives pore over the evidence, each piece a puzzle that needs to be solved. The investigation is a complex web of clues, leads, and dead ends, a maze that seems to shift and twist with every new discovery. Phone records, surveillance footage, and witness statements all play a part in the relentless pursuit of the truth. But as the detectives delve deeper, they begin to realize that nothing is as it seems. Alibis are questioned, motives are scrutinized, and the list of suspects grows. The tension builds, the suspense palpable, as the net closes in on the perpetrator. Yet, with each step forward, the mystery seems to deepen, leaving everyone wondering, who could commit such a heinous crime, and why? The answer, like the killer, remains hidden, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, to reveal the darkest secret of all. You're standing in the midst of a dramatic turn of events, the ground beneath your feet seeming to shift as new evidence comes to light. A suspect, once on the periphery of the investigation, now finds themselves at the center of the storm. The reasons behind the crime, once believed to be straightforward, now seem complex, layered with motives that defy understanding. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that nothing about this case is as simple as it initially seemed. The more that's uncovered, the more questions arise. The suspect's alibi, once solid, now seems shaky at best. The evidence, once circumstantial, now points to a calculated, premeditated act. But as the pieces fall into place, a haunting question emerges: what drove this person to such extremes? Was it greed, revenge, or something far more sinister? The truth, like the suspect's true intentions, remains veiled, waiting for the final act to play out. You're walking through a community in mourning, the weight of grief palpable, as the reality of the crime sets in. The family of the victim, once full of hope, now faces the harsh truth. The suspect, once a neighbor, a friend, is now a monster, a reminder that evil can lurk in the most unexpected places. As the legal process unfolds, the community comes together, seeking justice, seeking closure. But as the court dates are set, and the evidence is presented, a haunting feeling persists that this could have been prevented, that there were signs, warnings, that were ignored. The aftermath of the crime is a complex tapestry of emotions, from anger and sadness to disbelief and fear. The question on everyone's mind is, how can we prevent this from happening again? The answer, much like the healing process, is long, difficult, and fraught with challenges, but necessary, for in the darkness, there is always a glimmer of hope, a chance for redemption, and a reminder that even in the worst of times, humanity can prevail. You're reflecting on the case, the pieces of the puzzle finally coming together, the truth, though painful, finally out. The suspect, now a convicted felon, faces the consequences of their actions. The family of the victim, though forever changed, begins the long journey of healing. The community, once shaken, begins to rebuild, to find a sense of normalcy again. But as the dust settles, a haunting question remains: what if? What if the signs had been seen, the warnings heeded? What if justice had been served sooner? The what-ifs linger, a reminder that in the world of true crime, the line between reality and fiction is often blurred, and the truth, though sometimes ugly, is always worth uncovering. As you close this chapter, you can't help but wonder, what other secrets lie hidden, waiting to be uncovered? The world of true crime is vast, complex, and often terrifying, but it's in these stories that we find the resilience of the human spirit, the quest for justice, and the undeniable truth that, no matter how dark the night, there is always a light, a beacon of hope, guiding us forward. As we conclude this journey into the heart of darkness, we're left with more questions than answers. The mystery of the human remains found on that South Texas ranch will forever be etched in our minds, a haunting reminder of the evil that lurks among us. But it's in sharing these stories, in seeking the truth, that we find solace, that we find justice. So, I ask you, what do you think is the most haunting aspect of this case? Share your theories, your thoughts, in the comments below. If you liked this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more true crime stories that will leave you on the edge of your seat. And as you delve into the world of true crime, remember, the truth is always out there, waiting to be uncovered, one piece of evidence at a time. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay curious, and always seek the truth, no matter how dark the path may seem.